Hello, guys. This is Donald and Fergus Productions because
I'm back.
Fergus is back. When I told him that I wanted to start up the channel again and keep going, he was like, "Heck, I want to join too." So here we are. We've been looking at items. I'm not gonna say that we're gonna do an unboxing video, but we've been looking at a couple of items that we're thinking about getting. So, anyways, we just built a brand new layout. Let's give you the tour. We've got a grand overview. We used to have two train tables. We actually got rid of one because we weren't using it. And the other one, we just put all our extra stuff on. We were able to move the foosball table out of the way. So we have this entire space for wooden railway layouts, which is just wonderful. And also, before we start, I've been thinking about this, and after watching our entire series so far, I've just realized how much missed potential our original seasons have. So I'm debating on having an entire reboot of our series. We're gonna start from season 1. We're gonna go through season 1, do the Diesel Revolution movie, and then back to where we were before, because I don't really like the start of season 2 that I have so far, but I want to keep those videos up. So I will be labeling them as old. And at least if I decide to reboot the entire series. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. If you want me to reboot the series, I'll definitely do so, because my editing skills and editing in general has gotten so much better. I've learned how to use green screen effects and all that. So in the last episode I had posted about the bad storm or whatever, I could have added a green screen effect of rain. I could have done the same with fire in the episode Melting Pot. So just let me know in the comments what your opinion on that matter is. Now, let's get into the part that we've all been waiting for, a brand new layout. So, first off, at Timbit Sheds, we kind of ran out of buffers and slope pieces. So, as you can see in the box over there, we have literally only turns and broken pieces and the Sodor engine wash destination, only because we ran out of switches. But anyways, here at the sheds, we have Donald, James, Tony, Toby, Sydney, and Lady. They're all here sitting at the sheds. Now, the first thing we're going to do is go right. So, these two lines go down. The line that Thomas is on is going to be the main line. And here at what's going to be Knapford Station, we have the signal house already here. I need to begin working on Knapford Station 3.0 to fill in this empty space right here. But anyways, Thomas is pulling Annie and Clarabelle. And here we have Sir Tom Hatt's car, as well as Bulgy here at what's going to be Knapford Station. Now these two lines come down the main line. There's a switch. The switch goes down to the yard where Charlie is shunting some dairy cars into place. Now these lines go down, and we'll get to the rest later. Both of these go under the Sodor tipping bridge, where Oliver is pulling some troublesome trucks and my custom Toad. Now, if we go back here on the other side of the main line, these two tracks run parallel. They both go up onto a bridge. And here's Murdoch pulling a short goods train. And this is going to be our quote-unquote Sodor Bay Bridge. These two lines converge into one. They go down the slope. And we get to the docks, where we have our custom Lego Duplo Cranky, which has been modified with a magnet so that he can pick up wooden railway cargo. So here at the docks, we have Salty with 2 baggage cars, And then we have Derek with a flatbed, and Cranky's getting ready to load that piece of cargo onto. We also have 2 dock workers, and using some extra blocks and whatnot that we had, we made a little dock. As you can see, we have some steel cargo waiting to be picked up. So Salty's line goes straight, goes to this switch. If you go down this line, goes to a T-switch where Percy is pulling the mail. Goes down to this this crane, which is unfortunately not a dual lane one. If it was, then both of these lines would connect to it, but unfortunately it's not. And then it curves into Derek's line. Those lines just converge at the V-switch. Now, going past this switch, we go to the Diesel Works. We did include a Diesel Works in this layout because we have about 6 diesels now, which is crazy. So the lines that converge goes to this switch. This switch just goes around in a circle past a broken crane to fit the rundown Diesel Work aesthetic. Then it comes to this switch where Dodge and Den are. Den's line just goes into a siding. Then it goes to a 3-way switch where Ari and Bert are in the shed and Diesel's in the siding. The 3-way switch then goes to where Diesel 10 is. Then it goes to another switch where Spencer is. And it looks like the Diesels are having a meeting, but why is Spencer there, you may ask? Well, we don't really have a very good explanation as to why Spencer is there currently, but you'll just have to wait and figure it out yourselves. So Spencer's line just goes back to the switch. So this is all just one loop, but at least we have the Diesel Works included. If we had more pieces, we probably would have expanded on it a little bit more. Now Spencer's line continues going down the main line, and then it comes to where Stanley is pulling the aquarium cars and the Chinese dragon. And his line goes around, goes up the Marin Bridge, under this viaduct, and goes to a switch. Now, going back to where Percy is, his line curves around past the fire station, and then it goes to the airport where Emily is currently loading up passengers. We have 2 airport workers here. This line keeps going around, and it comes to a crossing where Birdie is. Then if you keep going, it comes to Henry's Forest. We've also included Henry's Forest as a location. Here we have Edward pulling Tipper and Tumbler, loading up on logs. We also have a flatbed car with a tree loaded up on it. Now if I go around here so you can get a better view, we have the Sodor Lumberyard Take and Play destination here. And we also have the Lumber Loader Imaginarium destination. We also have a couple workers lined up. So these lines split and they cross over each other. This line goes past the Sodor Timber Yard, goes around across the switch, and then it goes to the Sodor Tipping Bridge where Oliver is. Now Oliver's line goes around, crosses over another line, and then it converges to Henry's line, which just goes back to the yard. Now, Edward's line goes around over the crossover under this bridge, and then it goes around to where Connor is. Now, Connor's line goes to this switch, goes over the Marin Bridge, back to where Stanley is. This switch goes under the tunnel, and then up onto the mountain tunnel, which we'll be using as Gordon's Hill, like always. And that is where Gordon is pulling the express. His line goes down, goes back to Tinmouth Station. Or not Tinmouth Station, Knapford Station. Okay, so Connor's line is at the quarry. And here is Farquhar Station. And this is also the transfer yard where the narrow gauge is. So these 2 lines are standard gauge. These 2 lines are narrow gauge. And I'm going to let Fergus take over.
Alright.
Alright, so where Duncan is, he is at the transfer yard, obviously, and there's the cargo. And so if you go straight where Duncan is on, you go around under this viaduct and go under the Marin Bridge. And then if you go up the T-switch, there's the sheds where Nick is and Rusty. And if you go behind the sheds, you can find the airport where Skarloey is, loading up passengers. And over this line, there's the Henry Forest destination. And then if you keep going straight, there's the mountain tunnel again, and there's where Dexter is. And then if you keep going down there, that's where the transfer yard is. But where behind Duncan is where Cody is. If you go up here, and it goes down to where Skarloey is. Sir Handel, sorry. And he is pulling the passengers. And that's basically it for the narrow gauge.
So this line goes under the tunnel, then it connects back here. This switch goes around there. And so back to the quarry.
Alright, so back to where the quarry is. There is Bill and Ben at the Crosby Coal Station. And behind that is that Renee's in the roller coaster set where Duck is pulling the candy cars. And so if you go up the roller coaster, you go all the way up here where Fergus is going to be pulling some rock cars and Mavis is helping him push it down. And then if you go back there, it's just a siding. It's not much. But if you keep going down here, there's this big steep hill. And if you go all the way down, you go back to where Henry and Oliver is, and then you go back to where Nefford is.
All right, so I'm pretty sure that is the end of the layout. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to let me know what your opinion is on rebooting the series. We would love to hear your feedback. Hopefully we'll get some more videos out soon. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you all next time.